Very good evening from the Kalinga Hockey Stadium in Bhubaneswar. Again, we've got two games coming up for you today, and again, they are must-win games for the teams competing if they have any chance of making it through to the top four and the finals. First up will be the SG Pipers, who mathematically can make it. The big question is, can they get the results? They've just got to win every single game. Shrachi Bengal Tigers, well, they're unlikely to make it, and so they are just playing for pride today.
3, 2, 1. Let's play.
And the whistle goes, and Christopher Ruhr for the Tigers gets us underway. Comes wide early to Puvana. And good work being done. That was really good by Dilraj, not allowing the pass to be made back into the defensive line. Jaskaran, though, carries it up the flank for the Tigers. Trying to cut infield is Sukhjit, gets the free hit, plays on quickly. Abhishek gets a deflection, and Pawan has to make the save. So Sukhjit now from the sideline for the Tigers. Positive start by them, comes back to Puvana again. Goes back to Grambush. Jugraj to Bokhard on the left-hand side. There's something you mentioned in the pre-game, Sandeep, about Rupinder Powell helping Jugraj. I know Jugraj doesn't speak a great deal of English. I presume it would be difficult for him to pick up much from Grambush playing alongside him this year.
Yeah, he was very clear, was not Jugraj, when we'll come back to that after this move.
Draper has taken it away from the Tigers.
Well, he's been very open about Jugraj, how much Rupinder did help him in the last season, and that is why he was a top goal scorer, Jugraj. Just doesn't seem to find that rhythm this time around.
Yeah. And it's interesting how you talk to so many players, and they talk about the likes of Rupinder, Lalit and Srijesh, who've helped those younger players as the ball comes forward from Bram van Batum. Into the circle it goes. It's a long corner off the stick of Grambush. Kai Willett was hoping it was going to be a penalty corner. It's with Willett now, plays it to the baseline. Good work by Domine. Domine edging his way forward. Still comes back to him, into the pads of Carr it went. And it's good work by Bokhard to carry it out of the circle. Wants the free hit off Shamshir. Shamshir saying it was off the face of his stick. Jugraj now. Comes back to Jugraj once again. Puvana wide. And Ruhr couldn't keep that one in play.
The direction of the ball from Puvana. Ruhr had to do a lot to keep that in play.
Shamshir again. Goes back to Bram van Batum. Draper. And the line, good deflection from Jarmanpreet. Cutting in from the flank, lovely run that time. And there's the opening goal. And it's Dilraj that gets it for the Pipers. That was a lovely team goal, all the way from defence into the backboard.
Dilraj in a great position, was he inside the D, and how well was that played? Jarmanpreet with the ball played down the line, and look at that follow run right through the central defense of the Tigers. The Tigers defense got napping again. That is not an angle from which you would want to concede a goal.
Well, it was another really good run from Aditya Lage, who gets the applause from team players on the bench. Fourth minute, it is the Pipers that take the lead, and Dilraj, who's threatened so often, gets the goal for them. And Gonzalez now trying to weave a little bit of magic again. Draper stole it off him. Gonzalez got it back, appeals from the Pipers for a free hit. Good advantage play. Dilraj back helping out the defence, goes back to Jarmanpreet. Dilraj again. Draper can't keep that in place, so a cheap long corner given to the Tigers. Bokhard probably came in about 2 meters from where it crossed the baseline. Umpires are happy. Sean Finlay plays it back to Grambush. Jugraj has to stretch to get that one on his stick. Short pass by him to Puvana, who skips through a gap. Domine goes with him, has to go back now to Jaskaran. Grambush to Finlay again. Finlay, the man from Hawke's Bay.
Just thought that was a good touch from Draper, just sending it over the baseline.
Into the circle, and it's going to be a free out.
Played into the D, a little scrappy, but the Pipers bring it out.
The Tigers thought about hitting that one early. It's Afan now. Great anticipation defensively that time. Just stepping out. It's Bram Van Batten again. He's been a bit of an unsung hero, I think, for the Pipers at the back.
Van Batten, that was so important as a defender when the ball is played towards the D, to be first on the ball, read the situation and just lapped onto it.
Coach Delmay told him he wasn't going to be a part of the Paris campaign, so he went back to university where he's studying aerospace engineering. Into the circle it goes, and a good save by Pawan. Did it catch the foot? Yes, of Gonzalez. Frustration there again for Sukhjit.
Great effort from him. Look at that for a pass, carpet hit. Not the best of first touches, but then going with a one-handed try and goal was Sukhjit. Pawan up to it. He was falling down and just palmed it away.
Pawan was really going down to make sure that he covered the ground shot, but in the end it was a brilliant save with his mitt to prevent Sukhjit equalising right on the stroke of half-time. It's been a tough time for the Shamshire. Comes down by Finlay, got the pass back to Van Batten. Nice turn on the far side, but ended up losing it was Rajkumar Pal. Now it's Ruhr. Ruhr slips the pass forward, trying to find it back to Ruhr, but Draper's there to steal it for the Pipers. And he gets the pass away quickly. Just held up in the midfield that time. Walk by Nugget, playing the ball again now. Feeding it forward. Oh, that was strong from Grambush, and it will be a penalty corner. I don't think there can be much complaint, to be honest.
That was body play. It was absolutely body play, no doubt about that. Grambush did not have to do that. Played down the line and a quick spin. And look at that, he had his arm on his back.
Yeah, the hand goes in the back and he just keeps on going into him. Grambush is still in deep conversation with the umpire. Dixit, but now he's strolling up to halfway. As Draper sprints to the baseline, he's got 5 seconds to be in position. So Domine at the first battery, Furlong at the second. They go to Thomas Domine, can he get one? Deflected, it's gone in! Well, did it come off the defender? It'll be Thomas Domine, I think, that will get credited with the goal.
Just thought Thomas Domine did not get good enough purchase on that drag flick. Did not make as good as contact as he would have liked. It was deflected off Abhishek, the first charger. Just got Jamie Carr on the wrong foot. But what matters is Pipers have two.
Well, it was unfortunate for Abhishek, wasn't it? His face of the stick was open to try and deflect it away from goal, but it just went right in the bottom corner. And gave Jamie Carr no chance whatsoever. So the perfect start for the the SG Pipers. Gonzalez in it goes, Pawan clears it, but it goes straight to Afan Yusuf, and a penalty corner goes the way of the Tigers.
Pawan has been doing well. How long can he keep doing this?
And that was unfortunate, the ball coming up off the defender's stick of Bram Van Batten into his own body. Jugraj is on the field of play now, so Jugraj will line up at the first battery. Grambush also is there. And I have to say that I thought the flicking at the last corner was pretty good. You couldn't complain from Pankaj Rawat. Jugraj at the first batch, just moving his feet back and forth. Comes to him, he flicks, and this time it goes through Pawan. And the Tigers do have a goal back.
Jugraj, that is what he can bring to the table. Standing tall, and Pawan has eventually been beaten. Such a difficult angle that is between the goalkeeper and the postman to pick out. That ball had pace and just coming off Pawan's pad, I thought. Tigers pull one back.
Jugraj's 5th goal of 2026, remembering, was the leading goal scorer last year with 12 goals. So he's found it really hard this year, but he's got one tonight, and he now gives the Tigers a lifeline to get something out of this, their last game. Keepers now need to be careful as well. I'm sure they would want to hang on and get a second victory. They wouldn't really want to go for another shootout, I'm sure. Shamsher receives it now for the Pipers across the field of play. Jarmanpreet pushing up this time, plays it into the circle. Great skills by Duvakot. Jarmanpreet got a touch again, but it's claimed it was a backstick. Bokhar throws it high and long, and Abhishek gets the touch and brings it down. Turns Bram Van Batten, Bram Bratton recovers, and there is the goal. Abhishek gets an equaliser before the final break. That was a brilliant individual goal by Abhishek.
Beautifully executed by Abhishek. The aerial ball brought down well and did so well to turn him inside and create a better angle. He was being gotten off to the corner. Look at that for a turn. Just got himself the perfect angle, and Pawan just could not keep that out. 2 goals apiece with a quarter to play.
Well, a wonderful finish by Abhishek, and I'm sure they'll be celebrating that one at the Chalu Ram Zaminda School in Ponipat, where he was a student many years ago. What a finish that was. The way he set himself up was just exquisite. Willett now trying to find a way down the left-hand side, pursued all the way by Sean Finlay. Gersawak feeds it infield for the Tigers. Coming through the midfield, it was a good run by Willems, fed it to Sukhjit, back it goes to Afan Youssef, late space for him, and Afan. Oh, Afan Youssef has done it again, and the Tigers have the lead. Well, having just thought they'd conceded the lead, they've taken the lead, and Afan given way too much space at the top of the circle.
I just thought that was a fantastic team goal from the Tigers. Started very much in their own D, and look at Afan, sold him the dummy, and then just had Pawan caught off guard, going with a hard slap to the right of Pawan. Draper trying to catch up with him, not to be. Tigers lead 3 goals to 2.
Afan, I think, again has been very, very lively for the Tigers tonight. And having Willems going through the middle, he seems to have just been given more space that he can exploit on either side of Tommy Willems. And look at the celebrations there. Now, the Tigers with Finlay on halfway. Ball's back by Dilraj. Finlay still has the ball for the Tigers. And that's a good pass forward. It was into the foot, was it? No, it's a... Oh, and now Draper in around the back, kept it in play. Desperate defence by Domine, but it's only gone so far, and the shot is wide that time. That was Tommy Willems, wasn't it, with the shot?
It was Williams, a great turn on top of the circle. He just had to put it towards the goal. Just did get the angle right. Puana, that was a strong run. The clearance fell nicely for Williams. A good turn, just going wide.
Very good run by Puvana. Draper now deflected, but it's up in the air, and will be a 16. We've got 35 seconds left. Jugraj, I think, will stroll to the 16. Throws it high as he possibly can. Watched all the way by Furlong. It'll go over the sideline, so it'll be a Tigers ball. And again, there's no need for them to hurry. Short pass into the corner. Pawan watches on as Willems tries to turn. Willems gets onto the forehand. He's beat two of them. Got a free hit for the Tigers. That's been taken quickly by Sukhjit. He's just running the clock down. And there goes the hooter. So it's not to be for the SG Vipers. A great comeback in the end by the Tigers in their final match. They were 2-0 down until the end of the third quarter, where they drew level at 2 apiece. And then Afan Youssef scoring the winner. And that was such a great goal by the Tigers. Such a team goal from them. So Jugraj's team finishes with a win. That is their last round-robin game. And the final score is SG Vipers 2, Shrachi Bengal Tigers 3.